In the world of Avatar the Last Airbender, bending is more than just some martial arts styles, but an extension of who the bender is. And in this mini-series, I'll be breaking down each element from Avatar, going over what makes it special, some prominent benders, and how the characteristics of these benders can be applied to our lives. And in this video, I'll be going over the element of passion, fire. So the main characteristic of the element of fire is passion. And when I think of passion, I like to think, powerful, determined, all these different things. And that's true. When you think about somebody's passions, you can often think about, their hobbies, whether sports, video games, acting, making YouTube videos, wink, wink, hint, hint, or anything like that. And we do these things because we're passionate about it. They bring some type of joy to us. But if you're not too careful, those passions can often become dangerous and borderline obsessive. And kind of like fire, these are the type of things we have to learn how to control and direct. So the character I think best describes or best fits this description of fire and his passions and dangers is none other than Prince Zuko himself. Because for the vast majority of the series, he was very, very obsessive with the idea of capturing Aang, who he believes would be the key to getting back his honor. And for the vast majority of the series, Zuko was this angry, bullheaded person who was relentless at pursuing his goals. Now, I can understand being determined and really getting after what you're passionate about. So think about it. How low are you willing to go for your passions, for your desires? In Zuko's case, he was willing to betray Uncle Iroh, someone who's been with him the entire time he was banished for years now, just for the shot at reclaiming his honor that he never really lost, if you think about it. Because in Zuko's case, honor is something that can't be lost or taken away or even given back to you, because it's something that you have to do for yourself. And at this moment in time, he didn't understand that. He was just so determined to reclaim his honor no matter what. And again, if you've seen Avatar, if you know Zuko, you've seen all the memes about his honor. And though funny, it still holds some truth to it. So just think about it. Think about your own passions. Think about your own desires. Think about the times that you were willing to do things that you really shouldn't be doing, or you never thought you would in the first place, but you decided that this was worth it. And then ask yourself, after you did that thing, was it really worth it? Because oftentimes once that passion dies out, or once you realize it's not what it was meant to be, or what all that you thought it was going to be, then what? Then we're just sitting there wondering, where does it all go wrong? Now, all of these things changed for Zuko when he actually changed sides and he decided to join Aang and Team Avatar. And when he did that, he all of a sudden lost his passion. He lost his goal, because he went from trying to capture the Avatar to actually helping and training him. And because of this sudden change, he actually lost his ability to firebend. And oftentimes I feel like that can happen to us when we find out that our passions, the things that we're working so hard for, don't pan out. We're often just we're left sitting there wondering, okay, what do I do now? Where do I go? Is there even a point to continuing on this journey? And we find ourselves like Zuko. We lost the fire, in his case, literally. And in order to reclaim it, he has to find the true source of fire. And of course, if you watch the show, that's from the dragons. But in our case, it's more so about finding, not a new source, but the source. Because again, the Lord gives us these desires, he gives us these passions, and he puts these dreams in us. And sometimes we go off hard left. And when it doesn't work out, we're wondering again, why God? Why didn't this work? Because he says, hey, this isn't for you. I have something else for you instead. When you do the things that I've called you to do, then everything else is going to work out. And when we come to this new source, or in our case, the source, it's important to have the determination and the willpower to see things through. because that's the whole idea behind passion in the first place. And the element of fire is to stop at nothing to accomplish your goals. So now let's take a step back and look at how these characteristics of fire can be applied to our own lives. And of course, I'm gonna start off with the idea of passion again. Now, it's important to have some sort of passion in your life, whether it's just some type of hobby, again, sports, video games, trading cards, collecting cars, whatever it is to you. Because without it, honestly, life is just boring. Because I don't know about you, but I don't want to go to work every day and then just go to sleep just to go back to work again. I don't want to do that. I don't enjoy that type of life, and hopefully you don't either. But again, the whole idea about passion and fire and all this stuff is to pursue it with intensity, but under control. Because if you're too far gone, even if it's something good, it'll eventually turn into something bad. Because one thing my dad used to always tell me is that he wants me to get my nose out of the dirt so I can look up and see what's around me. Because I had a bad habit, and honestly, yes, it's still kind of there. But as I've matured, I've gotten better with it. But once I find something that I'm really interested in, whether it's some type of technology, whether it's an anime or a video game, or even working out, I'm going all the way in 100%, and I'm just forgetting about everything else. And that's not good either. So it's a fine balance that we have to find, but I know you can do it, because if I'm able to do it, then anyone can. Because this is what this verse in the Bible says about passions and what you're doing. In Colossians chapter 3, verse 23, whatever you do, do it from the heart, as something done for the Lord and not for people. So basically what that verse is meaning to me is, whatever it is, do it 100%, but do it for the Lord, right? Because that's why we're all here. So that's the reason why we're on this earth, is to do the things that He has commanded us for, and ultimately do the thing that He put us on the earth for. Because I truly believe each and every one of us has a purpose here. And whether you found it or you think you found it or you're not really sure, whatever it is that you do, do it 100%. And this last thing I want you to remember is to believe in yourself and do whatever you think that you want to do, and just don't let it consume you, because otherwise you're gonna miss all the other things that life has to offer. And there you have it. So if you enjoyed this video, please let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and please share this video with somebody who you think needs to hear this message today. Stay awesome, stay blessed, and own your story.